Hello there, beautiful souls. I hope you guys are all having a great, blessed day. So much of what I've been reflecting on this month is who I want to put out there, right? Because I've been on social media since social media became a thing, right? A consumer, though. And I've always seen that people always only talk about the light things, right? Oh, look at our family looks so picture perfect. My life is so picture perfect, right? And life isn't picture perfect, even in healthy relationships, right? I can feel a certain way about a situation and not be downing my partner, right? I can have a feeling of a man could never understand this because he never had to walk that path. He never had to. You can't understand something until you walk that path. You know what I mean? You truly cannot understand racism until you usually go to a family. And then you see how people treat you differently because you're around, oh my God, you're with a Mexican? Because of a last name? You judge someone when they're probably freaking more white than you. You know? Because what you're saying is you have a different culture. You have a different belief system, right? And so much I am trying to figure out who I wanted to be. What was my inner child, right? And I wanted to be a nun, right? And it's like, yes, that is the dream of my inner child. Because I grew up in a church and I seen with my own eyes that it was a man preaching his word. And the woman was not helping. The women were the problem, right? When it comes to Catholic religion, in the Catholic Church, the man is the preacher and the women's are non-existent because nuns abused their power for too long. Catholics, you might as well just say you come from the darkest fucking background there is at the end of the day, because if you look into it, it's all darkness. Just because it's behind closed doors doesn't mean God didn't see it. And to ever judge somebody else's path just because it doesn't look like your path, when in all reality, Catholic is just a load of bullshit. It's a bunch of families that don't want the chosen one to succeed. They don't want Jesus to rise because they don't want the town of their soul to rise, right? That's why there's Catholic churches. They hold the soul. You eat your soul. You eat the soul of the chosen person in your town to make a difference, right? And I always have this feeling, and I will always have that feeling, to go back home, right? But the church that should have taken me in and given me everything I needed to become the woman I was does not turn their back on a chosen one. And you expect them to stay in your religion when you abandoned children that needed you, right? And that is Catholics for you. They will sit there in silence as you watch people tear their children apart. Oh, the children are the problem. The children are the problem. Because they're not abiding by our rules. But you never thought, I wonder what was happening at home, 444, behind closed doors. You know, in the Catholic Church, people are chosen to be the next leader. They are chosen. But this world does not want us to succeed. They don't want us to become who we're meant to become. Why do you think the place I come from is all Catholic? Why is there so much alcohol? The church lives and promotes alcohol. I'm on the opposite side, right? I'm the devil over here with the weed. But yet weed is healing. At the end of the day, it is healing you. And alcohol is suppressing you. But there's a fine line. Because you can sit there and do this for century and century. And God will always, always make a path for his chosen people. It doesn't matter how much power any religion has. It doesn't matter how much power the government has. At the end of the day, if you are anointed and you are blessed with a gift, God will always make that path open for you. You have to believe, though, right? And that's what they did. They took away my faith by my family constantly making me have to struggle. Constantly. Now I'm in a healthy relationship, right? It's not healthy because at the end of the day, we both come from toxic backgrounds, right? I wasn't happy in a healthy relationship because my entire life I have been playing a game with my mother and sister, fighting tooth and nail to survive. And because I gave love to people that had no good intention for me, nothing, I failed each and every time. I found families, I found broken people, and I tried to help them along their way. I said, you don't want me in the church? Then I will find people and I will remind them that there are real females out there that have hearts, right? And that's what I have done. Yeah, it looks like I'm a fucking hoe and I play the fucking field because I care about every person. I could never limit myself to any belief, to anything, because I am able and understanding that I am not all-knowing. Nobody is all-knowing. You have to go with the change. Everything is going to always change. We live in a world with different seasons. There's always change. We wouldn't be human if we didn't change and evolve. And to understand the world, you have to sacrifice your life to the darkness. You have to walk the path of sin to understand how to help your people. You can't sit in a church on your fucking high little thing and say, look at me, I'm holy. Because at the end of the day, you're misguiding people. You have to be the most sinful person leading the pack. And that's just how it is. I hope you guys all have a great, blessed day.